Uh, hmm. Mondo, we gotta talk, bro. Seriously. This is why nobody loves you. No, this is why everyone loves you, but no, everyone hates you at the same time. Let's get into it. So, guys, late last night, Mondo, yeah, they showcased something which basically every Master Universe fan is dying, and I do mean dying, to get. Hot on the heels of the announcement from Master Universe 40th anniversary this year, they unveiled something which basically, yeah, every Master Universe fan has to have. Seriously, absolutely has to have. In lieu of what's been going on with the Master Universe 40th anniversary He-Man, which Mattel is currently trying to, perfect, I guess we could call it that. Yeah, Mondo just came out and bang! Pretty much showcased what they can do. And yeah, MOTU fans are absolutely salivating over this. But are any of us actually going to be able to get this? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Guys, join me as I take a deep dive into what's going on with Mondo and their newest announcement for their new He-Man. I'm going to call it the 40th Anniversary Edition. This is absolutely crazy. Guys, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys always know when new episodes are posted. Well, guys, without further ado, let's take a deep dive into this and really see what many of us are going to be missing in our collections. Let's take a look. I found out about this through a Facebook group which I'm a part of, He-Man and Master Universe fans group. Very early on, they posted about this, and honestly, I saw this post, and all it says is, "Buy Mondo." This is ridiculous. Thank you to Sarita Pearson for posting this. I went straight to Mondo's site, and yeah, I went down this rabbit hole of awe and frustration, and I was so excited about this at first. As you can see, right here on Mondo's shop, it says Master Universe He-Man 1/6 scale figure timed edition, and that's where my sadness began. Yes, it is a timed edition, and what does that mean? Well, we'll get into that in a second, guys, but let's have a look at this. This was posted on June 16th, 2022. My god, these pictures, as soon as I saw them, I'm like, holy crap, they've dialed it to 11. Obviously, this was the original version of He-Man, which they had released, about a year ago, and bar none, he does look incredible. Seriously, he looks absolutely stunning. I would have been perfectly happy with this, stylized version of He-Man if I could have got my hands on it. He was extremely expensive and very rare. The sword of power is kind of, a hit and miss for a lot of fans, but honestly, you can't deny that he does look and has that gravitas as He-Man. Seriously, this would have been a great collector's item, bar none. But what they've done today is just absolutely ridiculous. The way He-Man looks here is just insane. He really does capture, the essence of the Mattel He-Man. Seriously. But as with anything, especially with Mondo, they throw you for a curveball every single time. So they go on to say that they are releasing this, He-Man collectible. Talking about the history of He-Man and everything connected with it. Obviously, this is in celebration of the 40th anniversary of He-Man, but as we'll find out soon, it comes with a cost. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about what you have to do in order to try and get one of these things. But before we dive into that, let's have a look at some of these amazing pictures that they've actually showcased for us. There he is, everybody. The most powerful man in the universe. Just absolutely stunning. I love the sculpt. I love the look. The first version definitely had that barbarian look, but I didn't like the way the chin was sort of this rounded edge. It definitely was barbaric. I understand where they were going for that, but it's not what I look at in terms of He-Man. This, though, oh my gosh, this really does harken back to the original Mattel toy. I'm loving the way it looks. I love the Iron Cross. I love the straps. The sort of power, the way he's able to hold it like that. I just love the whole, ensemble here. It's just gorgeous. The fuzzy loincloth, chef's kiss right there. Mwah! Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I love the musculature. Everything looks right. We see him here in front of a customized Castle Grayskull. I believe this is a fan's version that's been making the rounds online. It looks gorgeous. Love this. And there he is, holding up the Sword of Power, obviously calling down the power of Grayskull. Just beautiful, looking exactly like he did in the Filmation cartoon. Gorgeous. Here we have him just standing there, you know, looking much like he did in the mini-comics. Again, beautiful standard. I love the shield. You know, the way they've captured, you know, a more realistic version of He-Man is just top-notch. I do love the atmosphere. I love the way they've done this photography. And the way he's standing on top of Castle Grayskull here, just absolutely insane. We see the Sword of Power, we see his signature axe, just absolutely gorgeous. But it doesn't stop there. We find out that not only does he come with his traditional straps, but he comes with a swappable set of armaments, including Battle Damage He-Man and Power Punch He-Man. What the heck is going on? This is where everything literally goes from 0 to 300 in like a matter of seconds. We can see here the original character designs and much of what he comes with in this package. But instead of looking at those, they actually provided us with actual photography. So here we are, guys. This is everything that comes with this version of He-Man, and this is why every collector of He-Man in the Master Universe is going to want this version. Oh my god, it is literally the ultimate collection of a singular He-Man, but it has 3 absolute versions included when you break it down. So as we can see here, eagle-eyed fans will know exactly what these are. Starting from the top left, we do see the Power Punch He-Man Power Pack and the Blast Capsules. What the heck? This is just ridiculous. Talk about a celebration of the 40th anniversary of He-Man. This is absolutely nuts. This, of course, for anyone who owned the Power Punch He-Man, is the capsule backpack, which you use to actually load in the Blast Pack, which was used for cap guns back then, little play cap guns. You load it into the actual backpack, and you actually pull it back, and it literally acts like a cap gun. Beautiful stuff. Made this huge bang sound, and you would just imagine that He-Man's like hitting somebody with such force. It was incredible. It comes with 3 additional swapped hands, pointing finger, and 2 clasping hands to be able to hold a power sword and, of course, hold the axe. We also find the Power Punch He-Man straps and the Power Punch He-Man wrist guards. Incredible. So you can literally change He-Man from the traditional version to Power Punch He-Man. We see it on the left side as well. It has a version of the Power Sword which is actually channeling the power of Grayskull into it, which is why it has that wonderful rich yellow and red color, and a blast effect, which of course is part of the Power Punch He-Man accessory. If we move back into the center, we do see the most powerful man in the universe himself, obviously with his traditional straps, his furry loincloth. We can see 1 wrist guard, and on the other side we actually see a wrapped gauntlet, very much in style of the original way He-Man appeared in his toy version all the way back in 1983. We do also see that He-Man includes an optional dagger and boot pouch, sheath. Great stuff. That is just harkening back to the history of He-Man, in so much as his original character design had that, and that's now included in many versions of the Masterverse figures for He-Man. To the right of that is, of course, his shield done in the Mondo style. This really does harken back to the original shield from the Master Universe collection back in 1983. We do see the 3 wonderful crimson standards. The hammer, it looks like it's almost been hammered out by hand with the rivets and everything. It's beautiful. They've also added these wonderful notches, these golden notches on the top of each of the red standards. Just absolutely wonderful levels of detail with Mondo, of course. This is where everything dials to 11, guys. Not only does he come with 2 versions of a swappable head, which of course are the Mondo style. They look absolutely gorgeous, but in traditional fashion that Mondo's already done with their last release of He-Man, he does come with the more traditional toy version of the He-Man head. Honestly, as Pixel Dan and other reviewers have showcased, it doesn't always match when you actually put it onto the head, but A for effort for sure, and of course, just adds to that wonderful collector mentality and feel. The last pieces of the puzzle are, of course, the Battle Damage He-Man armor. We can see it here, swappable, of course. But not only that, it does include a swappable H with the actual battle damage on it. Wonderful, wonderful nods to the original toy. Guys, this is a wonderful collection, bar none. And the last two pieces of the puzzle, of course, his traditional axe, which harkens back to the Frank Frazetta artwork, which, of course, He-Man is inspired by, and the Sword of Power in its traditional form. This is just ridiculous, guys. What we actually get here is absolutely insane in terms of being a Master Universe collector. This 40th edition version of He-Man is just absolutely insane. But it didn't stop there. They provided us with multiple photos of the different versions of He-Man, so let's take a look at that right now. First up is Battle Damage He-Man, and here's a wonderful shot of Duncan and He-Man. Duncan obviously has created this brand new battle armor for He-Man to wear and protect him in battle. I love this scene between Duncan and He-Man. The fact that Duncan is actually handing off this wonderful piece of armor to He-Man himself. Just absolutely gorgeous. Of course, Duncan was released much early on the line, I believe it was a year and a half ago. He of course, just looks amazing. Here we have He-Man with his battle damage armor on, and my god, it does really harken back to that original toy, and actually has shades of the Master Universe Classics edition from a number of years ago. So beautiful, my god. This makes me sad inside that I'm probably not going to be able to get this, unfortunately. Here we have a more studio shot of the actual armor itself. It looks pretty good. There is, of course, a little bit of give here and there because it is something which is swappable. So the armor itself is obviously bulky, and you can see a little bit of bulge on the side here where obviously they need to give some play to it. There's not going to be any ab crunch with this thing. Absolutely not. So, there are limitations to this version of play with He-Man. But honestly, in terms of like the history behind the He-Man and the Master Universe, this is just an incredible nod and a wonderful addition to the 40th anniversary of He-Man. Just absolutely gorgeous. And here we have Power Punch He-Man. Not my favorite He-Man of all time, but I love the color scheme. I've always loved the way Power Punch He-Man looks. He does look absolutely amazing. Instead of actually giving him a Power Punch backpack, it appears that they've actually given him transform it into a shield, which is a lot of fun in and of itself. I do appreciate the effort. It's not as traditional as I would have expected, but honestly, that's pretty cool. That actually is pretty neat. They've repurposed it in a way. Although I wonder if you could strap it to his back anyway. I wonder if that's going to be an additional play feature that they have. We obviously do see here that he comes with the other power sword, very translucent now that we're seeing it alongside the character. This is just gorgeous. I do love the way he looks. I love the fact that you can swap out the wristbands. That just adds that level of quality that you expect from Mondo. Just beautiful. I love the detail in the H. The cracked nature of it. Again, it's harkening back to that original toy all the way back from 1984, 1985. Just absolutely gorgeous. Here he is in a studio lit shot. My god, honestly, with the right lighting, with the right environment, he just comes to life. It really is an amazing look at this 40th anniversary He-Man. Oh my god, this is just going to be every Master Universe fan's dream, and a lot of us are just going to be absolutely disappointed in this. It's so frustrating sometimes being a collector. It really, really is. Here we have Power Punch He-Man with his blast effect punching the Mondo version of Merman. Again, another wonderful Mondo, creation. This is exactly why I have this love-hate relationship with Mondo. I love what they do, but the way they release the figures, the cost of their figures, which is actually the cost is beside the point, but the way and the fashion that they release their figures in, it just makes it so frustrating. Being a collector and lover of Master Universe, it's so frustrating. Oh my god. This shot, whoever the photographer was, bravo. This is beautiful. It almost looks like they're on a shoreline. We can see some seaweed there. Obviously, they're not in the water, but seriously, I do love the way this looks. It's just gorgeous. I love it, and I'm so frustrated right now. This is just insane. We can see here as a 1/6 scale figure. He is absolutely an adult collectible, something that only that adults can appreciate, and of course the price tag itself is just absolutely ridiculous. He is a 1/6 scale figure, so he's well above 12 inches, I think, at this level. Man, what a time to be a Master Universe collector. The 40th anniversary, beautiful stuff. My God, Mondo has outdone themselves. Bravo, Mondo. Bravo, Mattel. This is just gorgeous. Now, to the absolute bad news. Guys, for many of us, we're not going to be able to see this ever in our collection because this is, as they said in the beginning, a timed edition. So what does that mean? If you haven't collected Mondo before, like myself, won't know about this, but reading this, here's the word bad news. 24-hour timed edition, expected to ship February 2023, ships to most locations worldwide, $260. But what does a timed edition mean? Well, guys, that's where everything really kind of falls flat on its face. Here we go. The He-Man Deluxe Mondo exclusive will be available only at Mondo.com as a 24-hour timed edition. That's where everything falls apart, guys. This is where my love-hate relationship for Mondo really stems from. Pre-orders go live on June 21st. So, guys, if you are looking to add this to your collection, or if you guys are looking to have a chance at adding this to your collection, there was only a 1-hour window, a timed edition, on right here on Mondo.com. 24 hours. That's pretty much it. This is crazy, guys. Now, they didn't talk about limited availability. So basically, if you have the means on June 21st, and I don't know if this is going to sell out. In the past, Mondo figures have sold out within an hour. So guys, steel yourselves. Get yourself ready. Because this is going to be a war for anybody who loves Masters of the Universe. Guys, that was our look at the Mondo 40th Anniversary He-Man. Oh my God. The level of exclusivity here is just ridiculous now. I mean, like, you know, before with other companies, you at least have a chance, you know, like a slim chance, but at least you had a chance. This is ridiculous. You have a 1-hour window to try and pick this thing up, and the price, admittedly, is not anywhere near, you know, astronomical that one would think, considering it's a, you know, a 1/12 scale figure. But my God, what is the point? Almost none of us are going to be able to get this thing. I mean, like, if you look at guys like Mad Hatter reviews, he's tried to get Mondos in the past, and literally within seconds, it's sold out. Just absolutely nuts. Am I going to bother trying to get this? The answer is no. There's just no point in getting up early in the morning and, you know, having this 1-hour window to try and grab this guy. It's impossible. If there was enough stock involved, I might actually take a chance at it. But seeing as it was announced today and it's on sale June 21st, what is the point? Seriously, there really is no point in trying to do this. I love this figure, I want this figure, but there just really is no point in trying to get it. It's an exercise in futility for this particular one, based on history. Not even based on, like, you know, the statistics. Based on history, there's just absolutely no point. And this is where my love-hate relationship with Mondo stems from. I love what they do, I love their figures, but I really hate the way they're doing their business. Being sold to Funko, honestly, I can only say that that's a good thing, and that's coming from me, you know, a Funko lover. No, that's not true, but obviously, Funko having the resources that they do, the size, the money, hopefully, we're going to be seeing more available stock from Mondo in the future. Guys, what are your thoughts? Are you guys in on this Mondo figure? Even if you are you gonna get up that early in the morning, that 1-hour little window to actually try and get this thing and just, you know, suffer the stress and the anxiety of trying to get this thing? Please leave those comments in the comment section below. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave me a like. It really does help me out. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. We have the power, everybody. We have the power. Mondo, this is why nobody loves you. Geek proud. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters. RyRackCan33, Old IT Guy, Princess Cagali, John Joker, Michael Traverso, Christopher Herndon, Snell World, Thomas Meyer, Budrick Porter, and Joseph Michaels. Thank you for all your support, everybody. It really means a lot to me and really does help the channel to keep going.